NFL needs to think a little bit harder before locking in next year's Monday Night Football schedule. We've really had some duds this season, and the lineup for this week's New England Patriots vs. Miami Dolphins Monday Night Football matchup suggests that we're likely to have another. The Patriots are laying double digits on the road at Hard Rock Stadium. We saw a mild adjustment in the line with the announcement that Rob Gronkowski is suspended, and it moved the number from -12 to -11. The New England Patriots are rolling right along, and the spreads don't even seem to matter. New England played Miami 2 weeks ago in Foxboro and won 35-17 as a 16.5-point favorite. The Patriots have covered 6 straight as a favorite of a touchdown or more in 4 of those games. Since opening the season 2-2, New England has not allowed more than 17 points in a game. Turning 40 has made no difference at all to Tom Brady. The future Hall of Famer owns a 26-4 touchdown interception ratio with a 65.5% completion rate and 3,632 passing yards in his age 40 season. He is simply a freak of nature. Brady has spread the ball around really well this season as 4 different players have at least 45 receptions. Rob Gronkowski leads the team with 55, but will be unavailable this week after a disgusting cheap shot on Bills cornerback Tre'Davious White. And to be honest, 1 game out is not enough. Brady will have to adjust without his top target. Brandon Cooks is 1 target behind Gronkowski and 2 catches behind, so he should be able to pass him in this game. James White is the 3rd leading receiver with 51 catches, and the running backs for the Patriots have 89 catches total. That is more or less how the Patriots run the football, though they do have 4.2 yards per carry this season as well. New England is tied for 3rd with 6.1 yards per play and 3rd in points behind the Saints and Rams. No passing attack has been more potent than this one with 8.2 adjusted net yards per pass attempt. The Patriots only have turned the ball over 8 times, which is why they're so good and why the defense has had time to adjust. The New England defense did look awful for the first 6 games of the season. The year-to-date numbers have not recovered since the Patriots still have allowed the 3rd most yards per play in the NFL. But this is a group that has not allowed more than 350 yards in a game over the last 6 games while forcing 9 turnovers. This could be a little bit of a look-ahead spot for New England, with Pittsburgh on deck for the team's 3rd straight road game on a short week. But the defense does benefit from facing a Miami offense that only has 4.8 yards per play on the season. The Patriots have the league's worst rush defense with 5.1 yards per carry allowed and just gave up 183 to the Bills, so there's still a lot of problems to work on. The Miami Dolphins actually opened 4-2 this season. They did snap a stretch of 5 straight losses with a blowout win over the hapless Denver Broncos this past week with a season-high 35 points, and the 9 points allowed was a season low. Adam Gase isn't belittling his offense publicly as much as he was early on in the season, so that probably represents progress. To be fair, nobody could really fault Gase as the Dolphins managed more than 300 yards just twice in their first 7 games. On the year, Miami has only converted 33.1% of its 3rd down attempts. 1 year fill-in Jay Cutler has been up and down with a 63.9% completion rate and a 15-11 touchdown interception ratio. Kenyon Drake has 4.9 yards per carry. Damian Williams only has 3.9 yards per pop and is out with a dislocated shoulder. The Dolphins as a team only have 3.7 yards per carry, including 138 subpar efforts from Jay Ajayi, who was traded to Philadelphia. There is a lot of skill position talent here, but Jarvis Landry has dominated the targets and the receptions. He has 80 grabs on 123 targets. Kenny Stills and Devontae Parker each have scored less than 60% of their targets. Some of the blame falls on Cutler, but it also falls on those 2 talented wideouts for not getting open enough. The problems run deep for a team with only 4.8 yards per play and the 4th lowest adjusted net yards per pass attempt at 4.6. Meanwhile, the Miami defense is not a bad group per se, with 5.5 yards per play allowed. The problem is that there haven't been enough explosive plays. The Dolphins only have 13 takeaways, and only 3 teams have fewer sacks. The Dolphins rank in the bottom 10 in the NFL in yards per carry allowed as well. It is really hard to defend when they can't create negative plays and takeaways. Injuries have also played a role, with season-ending losses of Raekwon McMillan, Nate Allen, and Tony Lippett, who had 10 pass breakups and 4 picks last season. For a defense with guys like Rashad Jones, Kiko Alonso, Ndamukong Suh, and Cameron Wake, there just haven't been enough game-changing plays. The Patriots are in a pretty bad spot for those looking to lay big chalk. The Pittsburgh game is on deck, and this is a second straight road game. That being said, New England has covered every number thrown its way for the last 6 weeks. The Dolphins still don't have much of an offense, and the Patriots' defense has held everybody to 17 points or less in 8 straight games. With big numbers, you have to ask yourself how many points the favorite needs to cover. If your answer is 28, what's to stop New England from getting there? The Patriots have been dominant, and it's best to ride this train until it stops. So our pick and prediction is for the New England Patriots at -10.5. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.